Good morning, Kimball Nation. Special shout out to the football team. They're going to be taking on Samuel on Thursday, November the 15th, and we want to wish you guys the best of luck. Just wanted to make a quick video for you to help you do your assignment. And what we're doing, we're still dealing with quadratic equations, and we're talking about vertex form, and we're adding in completing the square and all the things that you know how to do, and we're just adding bits and pieces. And the bit and piece today that we're adding in is how we can graph using vertex form. So there's basically going to be 5 things I ask you to do today. Number 1 is write the equation in vertex form, state what the vertex is, draw the line of symmetry on a graph in a different color, and we'll show you how to do that here in a minute. And then state whether the parabola opens up or down, and then graph. And when we get to graphing, we're going to use 3 different colors: one for the parabola, one for the line of symmetry, and then one for the vertex. Now, if you will look at this equation right here, currently I have it in standard form, but I need to rewrite it so that it is in vertex form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my process right here. And remember why I'm putting that little finger space in there is that is just so that you know that there's going to be a number that's going to go right particular in there. There's something I'm going to have to fill in there at a later time. Now, as you look at the quadratic equation in standard form, you'll see that there is a -2 next to the x square, and really I kind of don't want to start with any kind of number next to the x square, because it makes it harder to complete the square and do everything like that. So what I want to do in this case is I want to go ahead and factor out that -2. And so I'm going to put the -2 out here. And when I do that, watch what happens. Well, -2 divided by -2 is +1. So that leaves me with an x squared. And 4 divided by -2 leaves me with a +2. And the reason that I did this is because now I can complete the square very easily. Okay? So I want you to look for the value of b on this part. What's the value of b? Well, the value of b is -2. And the way that I'm going to put that other number that I'm going to add in there, I'm going to divide my b by 2, and I'm going to get -1. Now, do y'all remember what we do with this number right here with this -1? Remember, we have to square it so I can figure out what number goes right there. So I'm going to take -1 to the 2nd power, square it, and I'm going to get 1. And so now I have a +1 that I'm putting right in here. But there's some things that I now have to do on the outside. Okay? And so now what I have to do on the outside, I have to take this 1 and I multiply it by -2 and then do the opposite. Okay? So 1 times -2 is -2, but I have to do the opposite. So I'm going to say opposite -2. And so now what my equation is in vertex form, it's going to be y equals -2 x squared minus 2x plus 1. And then that's going to be +2, and that minus a -2 becomes a +2. So that's going to be +4. And then remember, I just break it down into my vertex form, so it looks like this: y equals -2 x minus 1 to the second power plus 4. That's my vertex form. And we can pause here just for you to catch up with the notes. And now to state my vertex form, I'm going to rewrite this so I can start finding my vertex. And the question that I have for you now is, what is the vertex? Well, the vertex is remember the vertex is h comma k, and you will remember from yesterday that this minus 1 is the opposite of whatever h is supposed to be. So what's the opposite of minus 1? Well, the opposite of minus 1 is positive 1. So h is positive 1, and then k is just going to be the number at the end, and that's 4. So that is what my vertex is. Now, the line of symmetry is whatever this number is right here. So the line of symmetry is equal to the h. So once you find your vertex, look at what the x-coordinate is of your vertex. The line of symmetry is x equals 1. Now, which way did the parabola open? Did it open up? Did it open down? Well, this number was negative at the front, so that means the parabola opens down. Okay? And then the final thing that I would ask you to do is that you can graph it on your paper. And remember that our graphing rules. We have the parabola in one color, vertex in one color, line of symmetry in one color. So the first thing that we can do, remembering all the information that we have, okay, line of symmetry was x equals 1. So on x equals 1, you want to draw your line of symmetry in one color. Now the vertex was 1, 4. So your vertex is going to be somewhere on this line. The vertex was 1, 4. So I'm going to go over here 1 and then up 1, 2, 3, 4. And just label your vertex. And then the parabola, you would just, it opened down, so the parabola needs to be in a different color. So I can go over and so this is the way my parabola is going to look. So remember, there are 5 things you're going to do with each problem. You're going to write it in vertex form. You are going to find the vertex, the line of symmetry, and then you're going to graph it in different colors. So when you finish graphing, your problem should look something like this.